Sunday the 29th of November, day 25. We are almost done with the lockdown live stream. There's only 3 days left, and I have to say the feelings are a bit bittersweet, as in I'm kind of glad that it's coming to an end because it is kind of difficult to fit everything in. I'm also sad because I managed to do something that I didn't think I'd be able to do, and it was fun, but I might actually start doing more streams. Not obviously every single day, but I might do once or twice a week, probably on the weekend, just to see how it goes. But yeah, so I know yesterday I said I was going to do a game of Kahoot. Unfortunately, my laptop decided it doesn't want to cooperate. It decided to be a bit upset with me, and it's not letting me use OBS Studio, so I can't have the game up and share it with you. So all you got is the webcam right now. But yeah, so I'd actually have nothing interesting to talk about today. Weirdly enough, it's actually just a regular Sunday. I spent the day teaching, planning lessons, and helping someone with a personal statement for university, and it's just so weird that like some of my former students still contact me years later and ask for help, and I don't mind actually. It's nice that they remember me. It's nice that they think that I can actually help them, and it's good. It's a nice feeling. It means that I've made an impact on their life, and I'm not as annoying as I think I am. Actually, let's be honest, I am hella annoying. I know I'm annoying. You guys actually see the rather mild version of me, and even that is still quite a bit. But like, I know how weird and annoying I can be. Like, imagine this times 100 in front of a classroom. And especially when I've just had sugar. Oh my gosh. I don't know, I'm like a hyperactive gremlin toddler. But yeah, so there wasn't a lot of topics I actually wanted to talk about. Mostly it's the fact that they were discussing putting us in lockdown 3, and somebody asked me if I was going to do another lockdown live stream. Hello, hey. But I don't know, I might do another one actually if we get put into lockdown again, but I'll have to adjust the hours a bit. But yeah, I don't actually. So yeah, so there's no Kahoot today because my laptop doesn't want to work. It's not letting me share. It's just I've threatened to replace it so many times, and I think it's finally gotten upset with me. But yeah, but no, I was literally on I was reading the news just a minute ago, and like there was a story about this social media star in Hong Kong. She's got quite a bit of money. She took photos of herself with like a super expensive watch and designer clothes and designer bags, and then some armed robbers broke into her flat in Hong Kong and held her and her 6-month-old baby at knife point and robbed her. And then it made me think there's so many people on social media who post this stuff, like all of their things, and then because they're not always careful, sometimes people can figure out their addresses, and then it can be so dangerous. And I'm sitting here thinking, nobody wants me. Nobody wants my stuff. I have a laptop that doesn't want to work, a phone that likes to turn itself off randomly in the middle of conversations, and a hoodie I got from Lidl, which is the coziest thing I've ever bought, and I just love it. Don't worry, I do wash it quite often. I know it seems, I've got 3 that are all similar colours, and I know it comes up quite a bit on my streams because I am in my comfy house clothes. Like, I'm not going to be dressed up most of the time. So yeah, so it's quite fun. But yeah, it's interesting, and I know the news has been all over the place. So like I said, we might be going into lockdown 3. Nobody knows what's happening about the whole tier things. Like, people are annoyed that London's tier 2 but other places are tier 3. So I don't know, I'm not really fussed. Although I do want to go Primark. There's a couple of things I needed to buy. Apparently Primark's going to be open 24/7. I don't know why. Like, sure, you might want to buy some socks or whatever, but 24/7 seems a little excessive. But yeah, I don't actually know what to talk about. Like, what you guys have conversation wise? What's been happening for you guys? Like, it's day 25, lockdown's almost over. How has lockdown been for everybody? Like, I know schools haven't closed, so it's doesn't feel like a lockdown. Although I do wonder if they're going to close it for lockdown 3. Exams are still on for England. But yeah. There was another weird story. What was it? It's a bunch of weird stories happening. Right, there was this woman who lost loads of weight, and she said one of the reasons she lost loads of weight is because she stopped buying takeaway. Apparently she used to spend £11,000 a year on takeaway. That's like £900 a month ish. Hang on, my maths is terrible. Possibly it's about that. So wait, 11,000 divided by 12. Yeah, so £916 and change a month. Like, that's literally, that's £30 a day on junk food, on takeaways. Like, that's half your entire salary on average. Maybe a third, let's be honest. But a third of your whole salary is going on takeaways when you could literally spend that on rent or even like mortgage or whatever. It's crazy. But I feel guilty if I spend £30 in a month on junk food. Like, whenever I order sushi, I'm always like, oh, is it worth it? Should I have it? Should I not? Should I buy it? Should I not? And I feel bad. But yeah, today was supposed to be quite a fun day with the kahoot, but there's not much I can do if the computer doesn't want to work. It's not even actually the computer, it's OBS wasn't allowing me to connect. The display thing wasn't working, which is doing weird. I think I need to update my laptop. I'm keep getting messages on everything that it needs to be updated. I haven't updated stuff. I've been putting it off. And since I've got work in the morning, I need to do that all tonight. Make sure the laptop is spick and span. Yeah. There are some interesting bits of information all over the internet. But yeah, no, it was fun. I was chatting to one of my old students, and we're just catching up on like people we know and things that have happened, and the gossip on social media, like all the little fights and stuff. Like, I didn't know that there had been this disagreement on TikTok between the Arabs and the Somalis. Apparently they are not happy with us Somalis, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know what happened. No one's explained it to me. I know for a while there was an issue with, there was this girl who, like, she had braids, like these really nice blonde braids, and then she flipped it like it was a hijab, and then there was a girl who commented saying it's disrespectful and like the reasons behind why people wear a hijab, but like that was the last I knew. But apparently now there's some sort of issue between Arabs and Somalis, and I don't know why. Like, I see a couple clips where like the Somalis are mostly laughing and the Arabs are like swearing, so I don't know who's more mad. So like, I don't know, I've avoided social media drama for a while because you get dragged in, you do. Like, people will pull you in, and then like you get like you're just involved somehow or for some weird reason, and it's just like, what do I do? Like, do I pay attention? Do I not? What side am I on? Who's right? Who's wrong? Like, this is one of the reasons why I avoid Somali TikTok, because people always talk about not Somali TikTok, Somali Twitter. Somali TikTok's alright. Most of the time on Somali TikTok it's just like beautiful girls like just being themselves or dancing, and that's about it really. It's quite fun most of the time, but this time apparently there's some sort of beef that I am not involved in. But yeah, I remember the other day I went through the whole of like the Daily Mail and Twitter. It was fun, it was interesting. But yeah, but if anybody actually knows what the reason is for TikTok beef between the Arabs and Somalis, I would like to know. Like, it'd be kind of fun. I have no idea what's going on, so I'd like to know. But yeah, I honestly had no plans for this, no idea of where it was gonna go. Right, I need to do my meter readings. But yeah, so I don't know. Does anyone have any topics to chat about? Like, it's Sunday. Pretty quiet day. No, last Sunday of November. The month's almost over. It's weird how the month's almost over. I'm getting these weird suggestions on the stream and stuff. Apparently it's the stream bitrate is high. I don't know what that means. Who knows? One day I'll figure out technology. But the fun thing is, I was talking to someone and they were asking me what it was like to grow up without all of this stuff, all the tech and all the internet and whatever. And like, I had to remind them firstly that I'm the generation that experienced all the changes. So when we were kids we didn't have it, but like secondary school times is when internet became something that every household was starting to have. Then sixth form is when the iPhone first came out. Facebook has just started. YouTube was just a thing. Like, I literally was there for when it all began, and like I experienced it all and the changes and trying to explain it to people. So it was like they made me feel unnecessarily old. But like, it's not like I didn't have it, but it's also the fact that my childhood involved the fact that we could go out and play with the neighbours' kids on the street. Like everyone in the street had the same rules. Like, you can go knock on someone, like you go home, you eat, you like take off your school uniform, you put on your clothes, you go out and you knock on a friend's door, and the rules were you come home as soon as the street lights come on. And everyone had the same rules. So sometimes in summer it'll be you get to play out for quite a long time, but in winter you'd obviously wouldn't even have a chance to go out, because by the time you came home and ate, the sun would be down. But I was fine, it was too cold to play anyway. So yeah, so like it was I'm happy I got to experience both sides. So yeah, but it's funny how like I've got nieces and nephews and cousins who never actually experienced that, and they've spent most of their life just being inside kids, house cats. Hi Steve, how are you? You've missed the earlier statement. I won't be able to do Kahoot. My laptop doesn't want to cooperate. It decided it wanted to be updated, and it's telling me that OBS is not its friend, so I can't share my screen, so I can't play the game, unfortunately. Right, yes, I forgot I posted it in Discord. Yeah, because I kind of posted a couple places, but yeah, it saddened me. But how was your Sunday? Like, it's been a nice quiet weekend for me. I'm actually quite happy. But yeah, so it's interesting that there's people that are literally like first cousins who've never had the chance to go out and play because there's such a big age gap between us. But I'm glad I got to do both. Like, I'm glad I got to experience being able to play outside with other kids, as well as experience like the whole evolution of internet and social media. Like, before all of these was like before Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter, there were other social medias that were ridiculous. Like, I remember there was this one when I was in year 7 called Habbo Hotel, where you'd make a little avatar and then you would literally go and hang out in this hotel, and you'd go up to people and you'd talk to them, and there was no age restrictions back then. Like, everyone could go on it, so it would be like I was obviously 11, and then there's adults on there that are in their 40s, and then obviously I don't know, because I had older brothers, they always told me never give out your information on the internet, so I never did. But there was a girl in our school who did give out her information. I can't remember if I was year 8 or year 9, but she was younger than me. And she did give out her personal information, like what school she went to, where she lived, everything, to some guy who claimed to be 17. And he ended up coming to the school, and he's in a van, like literally the stereotypical man in a white van, like that you're supposed to avoid. And he rocked up to the school, and he was like trying to chat to her, and she wouldn't chat to him. He got mad. I think he tried to like grab some girl or something, and then the teachers got involved, and then they like had to put us all back into the school, and they called the police, and it was a massive brouhaha. And then they had this assembly the next day explaining internet safety. They had someone come in, I think it was a police officer and like an internet expert at the time, come in and explain to us the things we should and shouldn't expose on the internet to strangers. So yeah, so it was just crazy how some people just believed whatever. I think it was like the original catfishing, and like because you could create avatars, you could be whoever you wanted to be, you could look however you wanted to look, so nobody knew what the other person looked like, nobody knew what was the truth, nobody knew what was a lie. But it was like, now thinking about it, it's pretty scary, but at the time it was just hilarious and gossipy. Like everybody wanted to talk about it, and we talked to our friends from the other schools about it. But now as an adult I can realize just how bad it was. But and even to this day, like I know there was, what was it, there was a girl who was chatting to someone on one of those, what game was it? I think it was it Roblox? She made a friend on Roblox. She was like a year 7 or year 8, and that person said they'll buy them money on the game. I can't remember what it was called, and if she came to meet up with him. And he lied, said, yeah, I'm 19, I've got younger brothers and sisters, blah blah blah, just, I don't know, he just gave him his whole life story. And then she literally was just gonna go and meet him, like it was a normal thing to do. And she's like, yeah, I've been speaking to him for ages on the computer, so we're friends. And when we asked her like how long is ages, she was like, oh, about 3 weeks. And I was like, 3, that's crazy. Like even as adults we're cautious just to meet up with people we meet online, but like kids just confidently walking off and be like, yeah, I've known this person for 3 weeks, we're like friends, when they've already lied about everything. But yeah, so I don't know what this started off as. I have no idea where I started. I don't know what the original topic was. We seem to have ended up here, so I'm just gonna end it. Khalas. Ich bin fertig. Gonna leave it there. And yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. I have no idea what tomorrow's topic's gonna be either. But I'm gonna restart my laptop now, update everything, and hopefully everything will be back to normal. But yes, thank you for coming in, thank you for checking me out. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and yeah.